it's not often, as Mark Sumner writes over at Daily Kos, it's not often that an article in Golf Week sets the tone for the actual week. But we just discovered, because of an article in Golf Week, that Mohammed bin Salman, the dictator of Saudi Arabia, has been shoveling, quote, untold millions, end quote, to Donald Trump for the last 2 years. They're apparently using the Live Golf Tournament as the vehicle for transferring this money. Some might call it money laundering. I'm guessing it's probably all pretty much on the up and up legally. Although we have no idea how much money has been transferred. We know that MBS gave Jared Kushner $2 billion and gave Steve Mnuchin $1 billion. But how much has he given Donald Trump? Nobody knows. But the chairman, by the way that we found out about this is that Live, the Saudi-sponsored golf tour that Trump is really deeply enmeshed in, this Live Golf Tour, sued the PGA, the Professional Golfers Association, for antitrust violations. When you are sued, you have this thing called discovery. You have the ability to subpoena or request or demand, actually, records that might be relevant to the lawsuit from the people who are the suers, right, who are suing you. And so the PGA has said to the Live folks, okay, cough it up, show us your, we'll show you ours, you show us yours. And Live, of course, is saying, no, we're not going to do that because we are wholly owned, or 93% owned, by the Saudi investment fund, by this massive, it's called the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, the PIF. And 93% owned by that, and 100% of the money is controlled by MBS, which confirms that all of these millions and millions of dollars that have been flowing into Donald Trump's checkbook for the last 2 years are coming from the dictator of Saudi Arabia, which raises, I think, a fairly important question. And this is Sarah Lee Whitson is the executive director of Democracy for the Arab World Now. You can, by the way, you can read it, as I mentioned, you can read about this over at Daily Kos. She writes, quote, the national security implications of payments from a grotesquely abusive foreign dictator to a president of the United States who provided extraordinary favors to him are as dangerous as they are shocking. Keep in mind, these are also the people who backstopped Jared Kushner when his $1.5 billion investment in 666 Fifth Avenue went south, and he went to Saudi Arabia begging for money, and they got him the cash. And there is speculation that Kushner and Trump may have been selling MBS national security secrets about the names of U.S. intelligence sources and the names of dissidents within Saudi Arabia. And, you'll recall, shortly after one of Kushner's trips to Saudi Arabia, MBS arrests a whole bunch of people, locks them up in this hotel, executes at least one of them, tortures several of them, takes billions of dollars from several of them. I mean, these were people, presumably the people who Donald Trump and Jared Kushner ratted out to MBS. And this is increasingly looking like this is a major scandal. And why the media does not pick this up is beyond me.